Hi there folks, and welcome to Whycalibur. I'm your guide Matt, and we are playing SimCity, believe it or not. I got talked into it by our friend Dave, and I was going to go join his region on Northwest America West 1, North America West 1 server, but it's full forever now. It's been full for the last 3 days, and they won't let you create new regions on it unless you already own a region there, which I don't, because I just got the game a couple days ago. So that's unfortunate, and unless that opens up again, I'm not going to be able to join Dave's region. So what I'm going to do is create a region for us as well. And not to be outdone, we're making Whycamelot, and I'm going to get the region started with, I think, a mining town, sort of a low-density kind of thing. Try and get us on our feet with terms of basic resources, some money I can send people if they really need it, and resources as well. I like this region a lot. I think it's very pretty, and it's got a lot of basically neat things that we can do. It's got 3 sites for great works, lots of different resources available, and it looks nice. I'm going to start off up here, Sochong Summit, because there's a lot of coal there, and I'm going to make a coal mining town. There's also a little bit of ore, so we can plop down an ore mine if we need to. Importantly though, it has decent wind, which is a requirement for starting up a new city in a new region. I've done a bunch of test cities and most of them have failed horribly, so come join me as I try something completely different in the hopes that it won't fail quite as badly. If you want to be invited, I'm Whycalibur on Origin. I'll happily invite you into the region. This is on Server Pacific 2. It's the newest server, so hopefully it won't fill up too quickly. But, you know, don't get too excited. Roads in curve mode to draw straight roads. I'm not going to mess around with curved roads right now, because I tried to make cities that were, you know, beautiful star shapes and wheels, and I made one in the shape of a dinosaur, and they all just failed horribly, and, like, I don't know. Maybe once they patch some of the traffic issues you can have a little more fun with street shapes, but for now I think just the basics, ma'am, is going to be what we're looking for. Alright. Welcome. We are going to set up some basic stuff before we do any... Oh good, we got the rail there. Basic stuff before we do any zoning. Look at that. A nice view out over the eternal grid. Very nice. Got some cliffs up here, attachment to the road, attachment to the rail. That's all going to be great for a mining town. I love these cliffs as well. It tells the miners there's no escape from this city. You don't have any choice but to continue mining or throw yourself off these unforgiving cliffs into the ocean below. So that'll keep them working. We've got a great highway point right in the middle here. Let's take a look at our wind maps. Come on, wind. Alright, wind's going this way. That makes it easy for us to get started, because it means we're going... Well, actually, no, that makes it hard for us to get started, because we're going to have to put everything down here in terms of our industry. But that's alright. So, how about our water table? Alright, so we've got a good water table. We can plonk something up here and eventually upgrade that. And over here as well, because that'll keep it further away from our industry, less pollution. Obviously no power yet, no ground pollution yet. Land value map is blank. That's one of the things I'm not crazy about in SimCity, the new one, because realistically this land should have a higher value innately because of the view. That's why people live in Vancouver after all, and that's why they pay 20% inflated prices over the rest of Canada for their housing, for the view. But unfortunately that's not something that's going to help us out here. So, without further ado, let's get ourselves a bit of breathing room. Just build that in a little bit, just to give people a bit of space to declump when they get in. Oh, good. Funding approved. What we're going to do here, I think, is come along this way. And let me just check our water table again. Come on, water table. Good, so we'll be able to plunk down a water tower over here. And we should be able to get by on solar power to start with, which will be good because, obviously, 60, 74... This will be good because we're not really going to have any other options to begin with. I mean, we could do this, but really, solar power is dumb, but it's also the cheapest. 9. Oh, geez, that's brutal. That's so bad. Alright, well, whatever. 3 megawatts, 10 miles per hour. Oh, this is so bad. Alright, let's put you down here. No, down there, where I said. Oh, this is gonna be tough. I was hoping for more wind than that. 0 megawatt excess. Already? This is pain. We've got pain going on. Alright, let's get zoning, I think, first. Basic grid to start with here. I know, this is spending a lot of money. No, that's not what I... No. Okay. Don't want to spend all of our money to start with, but we are going to spend a lot of it. Okay. That should... No, you know what? That's too much. Let's start off with this. And we're going to need another bit of avenue here. No, don't grid the avenue. You silly Wiggins. Alright, so there we go. Now down here, we want to zone industrial. Shut up. All the way along there at the moment. And just get some workers going in there for now. That should give us a good start on getting people in here and living. People probably won't want to live along here, but we'll put it there anyway, just for fun. So we've got some basic services, we've got a bit of stuff going on for us at the moment, and we're just going to speed this up a little bit, see if we can start getting people into our region. We've got some stores building, some houses building, we've got some people coming in, so that's a good start. A little bit of industry, good. Alright, so we're making a start. We're not making money yet, unfortunately, but hopefully we will soon. Alright, we're going to need sewage shortly, so let's just plop down an outflow pipe here. Oh, you know what? I need to check my water table before I do that. Oh, I don't want to pollute all of my water. Well, it's not my fault. There's enough power there. No, we don't want that. We want this one. We're going to put that outflow right at the edge of town. Okay, good. Now our petition to build an ore mine's already been approved. I appreciate that. Oh, and a coal mine. Okay. You know what? I didn't even check where that stuff is, did I? What an idiot. Ore. So we're going to have an ore mine over there, right in the middle of our residential area. Good. And let me guess, our coal is here and here. Well, you know, that's going to work out fairly well. We can still have residential up here and around there to get ourselves going. Alright. So, let's look. City socialization, mining. Can't afford either of these mines yet. It's going to be a while before we're that profitable. But, you know, let's, No, well, I didn't want to look at that, but let's enjoy a nice view of the region. Nice 360 there. And get back into our city. Now, we are going to need to start building roads again. Oh, we've already got traffic problems. Let's grid this across. You know, it would make this a lot easier, Whycalibur, is if you just used the grid tool. Dummy. Yeah, that would be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? No, we don't want that. That wouldn't make any sense, would it? No, it wouldn't. So why would you even offer me that option? You jerkosaurus. Okay, good. Continuing with this grid structure. Oh, we're at a what? We're at a simoleons? Too close to an existing intersection. Fie upon that, I say. Boom. Can we just... Too close to an... Oh, right, because this one's here. Well, you know, we'll just have slightly smaller area over here. There we go. A little bit of a bigger area there. It's not the worst. It's pretty bad, but it's not the worst. Don't get me wrong. Okay, so... I'm gonna put people in here, I think. And get a little more of this going on, just to buffer it out. I think that'll be pretty decent to get us a little bit more money. See, there we go. More money coming in. And the more money that comes in, the better it is for us at the end of the day. People are happy, they like that they're shopping, they like that industry is all the way back here. But we do need more industry. So I think what I'm going to do is de-zone some of this stuff here. Yeah, we're going to do some de-zoning. We're going to do some de-zoning. Sorry, folks, who's just built factories back here, but you know what? I got work to do. And you are part of that great work. So, let's get that set up. And we're going to de-zone this residential stuff here and a little bit of this. Just give ourselves a buffer. I think we're gonna go ahead and bulldoze a bunch of this stuff also. Oh no, my road! Let's pause this while we... Let's just pause this while we do that. Goodbye to all you lovely folks. Unfortunately for you, this is not the type of place that we... You know, where you want to live if you're going to hope for any type of equitability in the treatment of your life. So, goodbye to you, and to you, and to you. Let's look at our zoning again here. Alright, lots of stuff going on there. Get rid of you, and rezone that. Good. Alright, that should tide us over for a bit. Let's fix up that road. All fixed. All good. And you know what? Let's take a look at these zones again. Of course there's high industrial demand. We can always extend out this way and this way all along the bottom here, seeing as people don't care about the view in the Sims. So let's get moving again. Alright, good stuff. You probably don't want to go all the way down there, guys. Probably don't want to go all the way down there. But, you know, I'm not your boss, so I can't really tell you what you do and do not want to do with your life. Well, let's give them a bit of a buffer anyway. You know, just to be fair. Alright, now, do you think we have enough? Well, there's never going to be enough industry to cover you, but there's always a start there. So people are in general happy in this sad-looking little grid town. Overall, let's see. Industrial happiness is on the rise. We've got a 69% approval. 70, there we go. I was about to say get in your jokes now, but it's too late already. Sorry, folks. No jokes for you. No jokes for folks. Now, I am going to do is put in a couple more roads. There we go. Oops. Well, whatever. And let's see. Grid this up. Too close to existing intersection. Where? There we go. Okay, and zone these. I know there's high industrial demand. We'll get to that. We will get to that. Busy downtown. All right, commercial buildings in your city. Now, what I do want is a police station. Why are we not approved? Town hall in the region. No, that's not. I wasn't even looking at the right thing. So we need to have a town hall in the region. So let's get ourselves a town hall. Let's plunk that down right there. We're gonna have to move the streets around it, but it's no big deal. Good. Now we should be approved for a police station. Yes. Good. But yeah, I will name my city in a moment. Not enough simoleons for the police station. We've got to wait for them to be ready for that. We are going to name this, I'm sure you've already said it in your head, but Whycaliburg. Alright, so we got good stuff going on here. We're profitable. People are happy. There's money coming in. We've got power, we've got water, we've got sewage being dumped. Can't complain at the moment. All we really need is to get enough money for a police station, and then I will be happy. But maybe to do that, we're going to have to do some more zoning, so let's see, let's get that done. Can we fix our grid here? We can fix our grid, finally. Our grid is fixed. It only took us this far to do it, and this is... oh no, that's going to be Traffic City. You know what? I don't care. There's never any way to avoid having terrible traffic. We'll deal with that later. So we don't really want to have too much high density stuff going on right now. We want to have lower density stuff. Because lower density stuff costs less, and what we want right now is money. Snap on there. There we go. Good. Let's just zone some more industry down there. We know there's high industrial demand. Get out of my face! What do you think I'm doing with the roads and the zoning down here? You think I'm just fiddling around for fun? Go away. Alright, good stuff. We can probably just zone industrial along there too. That should lower our industrial demand a little bit, not necessarily a ton, but a little bit at least. Still lots of demand for residential. Unsurprising. Put a little commercial zone in there. Just to keep us balanced between residence and commerciality. Alright, we have enough for a police station. Let's get one in there. I want to give it somewhere where there's going to be enough space for it to expand, because a police station is going to need a number of upgrades. And we also want it fairly central. Is this going to be a better location for it? Maybe. Well, it's going over here. There we go. One of the main reasons that you want to get a police station early on is that, well, criminals are bad news, obviously. And anytime a criminal gets away with it, then they gain a level, and they get tougher and stronger and faster, which we don't want, because when the criminal gets tougher and stronger and faster, then that means that we can upgrade our city hall. More jarbs! We'll get more jarbs, don't worry. For when those criminals are getting tougher and stronger and faster, it's bad news for us. Now we don't have enough for anything right now. If we wait a minute though, we will. So, what shall we get here? I'm thinking probably utilities. Either that, or we're going to want safety. Hospital, large fire station, police precincts. Department of Finance is also pretty useful. We don't need a Department of Education yet. Probably aren't going to for the foreseeable future. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put this in. There we go. Shazam! Department of Utilities. Lovely. People are happy about that. Overall happiness is on the rise. What do people want? They want lots more industry, because industry means jobs. So, let's give the people what they want. Let's give the people what they demand. Oh, oh, oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We've messed up the grid. We've messed up the grid. We don't want to mess up the grid. Alright, so... there we go. No, stop that. Give me what I want. Why won't you give me what I want? Well, whatever. There we go. And I think we're gonna have to go old school here. Is our grid off? We want to go by here. Stop doing those things. Roads overlap. What roads overlap? There we go. You should be connecting. You should be connecting like happy people. You shouldn't be disconnecting like unhappy people. Not enough shoppers. Well, that means we're going to need to build more houses. Which, I'm okay with that at this point. I think we're alright to go ahead and build ourselves some more homes as well. So let's see, we've got our grid going on here. Roads overlap. Well, they're supposed to. I'm not sure who taught you, you know, City Design 101, but, you know, if roads don't overlap, you can't get from one place to another. We're just going to give City Hall some space to expand. Of course they overlap, that's the point. City Hall some space to expand there. There we go. Good stuff. Need more shoppers. Yep, here they come. Enjoy them. Enjoy them while you can, because who knows how long they're going to last. See, our money keeps coming in, which is good, which is appropriate, which is what we want. Alright, so... let's get the rest of this laid down, so we can get everything nice and gritty. Get it? Gritty? Alright, so there. It looks like our grid isn't idealized, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be. We don't need to have an ideal grid because honestly, I don't mean to disenfranchise you. A lot of this is going to get bulldozed in the very near future, if we're being honest. Alright, so we probably need a clinic. Always a good thing to have one regardless. Let's plunk one down over There, looks good. Now we've got the coverage. And what do we want? Medium wealth shoppers? How's that for medium wealth shoppers? I think it's pretty good. And let's see, we're gonna... put in a little bit more of this here, a little bit more of that. And then fill in the rest with residences. And that should be so far so good, but we're also going to need a fire station, of course. How silly of me to forget that. Now the fire station you probably want to have central, but somewhat close to the industry as well, because, well, industry likes to set things on fire. I think we're doing pretty well so far. We've got a pretty good income going on. We've got our basic services covered, the ones that we need. We've got a big captain of industry thing going on down here, and that can continue over further. And soon we're going to be able to start building some mines, which is going to be raking in the money for us. But first things first, no abandoned buildings? Okay, good. I was just going to check in case there were any, but there aren't, so we're safe. So with that said, I think I'm going to call it a video, and when we return, we're going to see how Whycaliburg is shaping up. I've already got... There's already one there. Well, the life of a fireman is never done. Plop one of these on here, and oh, we can't quite get you one of those yet. But we're just going to plop down a second garage so that they're upgraded a little bit and ready to deal with any fires we can run into. And then I think we'll call it a video, so I'm just going to talk about nothing until the money ticks over and I have enough to put in another one of these. There we go. So until the next time, all the best.